Abstract. The question of who achieved the first powered, sustained, heavier-than-air flight remains contested among aviation historians. While the Orville Wright and Wilbur Wright have long been credited with the first such flight on December 17, 1903, other claimants, most notably Alberto Santos. By analyzing key criteria, powered flight, heavier than air, sustained, controllable, documented, this article compares the evidence for each claimant, reviews historiographic controversies, and suggests future research directions. Introduction. The advent of heavier-than-air powered flight is widely regarded as one of the pivotal technological breakthroughs of the early 20th century. Understanding who achieved this first is not merely a matter of national pride, but of clarifying the development of aviation technology. The history article by Klein summarizes the principal contenders and their merits. Background, definitions, and criteria. In order to assess the claim of first flight, several technical and historical criteria are relevant. Powered. The aircraft must be propelled by an engine, not purely gliding or relying on external assistance. Heavier than air. Lighter than aircraft. Sustained. The craft must fly for meaningful duration/distance, not simply hop or be airborne briefly. Controllable. The pilot must have some control over the craft's flight, pitch, roll, yaw, and not rely solely on external forces or uncontrolled descent. The contenders, the Wright brothers. On December 17, 1903, near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, Orville Wright piloted the famous Wright Flyer for a distance of approximately 120 feet in 12 seconds, followed by subsequent flights the same day. The Wrights documented their experiments thoroughly, employed a powered engine, and achieved control on 3 axes, roll, pitch, yaw, over time. Most aviation historians accept the Wrights as meeting the relevant technical criteria. Alberto Santos Dumont. Operating in Paris in the early 1900s, Santos Dumont shifted from lighter-than-air to heavier-than-air experiments. On October 23, 1906, his 14-bis biplane reportedly flew 200 feet in front of a public crowd in Paris. Later, on November 12, 1906, he flew 726 feet under the auspices of the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, FAI. Gustave Whitehead. Whitehead, a German-born immigrant in Connecticut, is claimed by some to have flown a powered machine on August 14, 1901 over Fairfield, Connecticut for 1.5 miles at 150 feet altitude. However, documentation is weak. The primary source is a newspaper article and an alleged photograph whose existence is disputed. From a scientific historical standpoint, the Wright brothers remain the most robust candidate. They satisfy all 5 criteria with strong evidence. Santos Dumont represents the first publicly verified flight in Europe under official observation. Klein therefore suggests that while alternative claims merit consideration, the mainstream consensus continues to favor the Wrights. Historiographic and methodological considerations. Several factors complicate the question of first flight. Definitions and standards evolve, documentation bias and secrecy, national and regional pride, and technological nuance. Implications and future research. Understanding the true first flight has implications beyond mere chronology. It affects our understanding of aviation's technological evolution, patent history, national narratives, and how innovation is documented and celebrated.